Hi, friends. Oh my gosh. Hi, Brenda. Hi, your forever story. I know that's not really your name, but maybe it is. Hi, Kim. Okay. So excited. Hey, we're talking about how to use Canva for beginners, but I have a secret I want to show you guys. But I'll wait just like 1 or 2 minutes and then just remind me, be like, dude, you said you were going to share a secret. Because sometimes I say that and then I forget to share the secret, which is potentially the most annoying thing ever. So if it's your first time joining, say, hey, my mom's from the Charlotte area. She lives in Mint Hill. That's so cool. She's in the other room. She's visiting. This is really nice. I see this, Lynetta. I saw what you said. It's really nice. That's nice right there. I love you. Okay. That's so nice. People are like, are you really live? I'm really live. Oh, Southwest Florida. See? I know. See? Yes. Right. I'm going back to Florida in 2 weeks. I've decided I'm too cold. It's 50 here, which someone up in like Connecticut or Maine is like, dude, I don't even want to hear it. Or wherever you guys live. It's freezing, right? By March, I'm like, it should be sunny and like 80. This is not logical, but that's what I think. And it's not here in North Carolina yet. And I'm waiting. So, okay. So if it's your first time watching, say first time watching, quick backstory, and then I'm going to share a quick secret, and then I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to walk you through how to use Canva to create designs. I'd say that probably one of my secrets to success is figuring out how to use Canva, and then like teaching it to my team. Oh, good, I did put my other earring on. I was worried I only had one earring, and which is pretty common, you know. But either way, and I started using Canva to make better designs, and suddenly. Things started to sell more. Like it became more credible suddenly. It's interesting. Really good designs. I think first impressions are everything. And when it comes to being online, everything from the way that you show up on video, the way that your audio sounds, the way your camera records you, to the way that your background looks, and the way your graphics look. It's kind of like a message. There's a message there, right? And if portions of it are messy, you're like, if I trust you. So I'm going to be talking today about how to make awesome designs that increase your credibility, get people interested in working with you, and ultimately make more impact in the lives of other people, but then generate a steady income for you. So my quick backstory, connect USB to the mouse, it just said. This is how you have to charge your mouse. Apple, that's silly because now the mouse is unusable. But don't you worry, Apple. I have 2 mouses. I know. Thank you. I'm on top of it. I keep 2 mouses ready to roll for when that happens. Anyway, quick backstory. I grew up incredibly humble beginnings. I shouldn't say poor because that would mean I didn't have a house, but I had a house, but we didn't have a lot. I have to tell you the secret now, okay? I got to tell you the secret. I finished writing my book, you guys, and this is going to be my new book. I know. And as I'm telling you my story, I'm like, oh, but I write this in chapter number 2. Chapter 2, I share about how I grew up incredibly humble beginnings. And like we would go to the ATM and there'd only be $7 in it. We didn't have enough money for groceries. And then we'd have to go to the church and we'd get food there. And they would have rich people food, Lucky Charms and Oreos. And we would be so excited to get Lucky Charms and Oreos. And then we'd go home. My mom would be like, we don't have money. And it's sad. But it was happy because I was like, one day I'm going to make money so we don't have to live like this. That's not the final cover yet, but it's almost the final cover. I think I really like it. Do you love it? Do you like it? I know. When's it available? It's not available yet. My friend is reading it. Her name is Lori. She's my editor, but she reads through it and she'll be like, elaborate on this or deleted the word and. She doesn't actually like really do a lot to it, but she makes sure it, she's like change a word or she'll be like, what, can you elaborate here? So she's reading it. Oh man, it's so exciting. Okay. But anyway, it tells my whole backstory in there of like, hey, I didn't grow up with a whole lot. And like from 0 to like 22, I was pretty broke. Didn't ever think I'd really amount to anything. And that's, I think it's a good part of the story because sometimes you hear someone who's having success online and you're like, well, yeah, but you came from money, or yeah, but you were confident your whole life, or yeah, but you are an extrovert. I am none of those. Like, nope, didn't have that one, or that one. Okay. And somehow I had success online. And so the story goes, I ended up landing my dream job as a pharmaceutical sales rep. I thought I would do that forever. Then I realized, that I don't really want to do that forever. I write about it in the book. There was a pivotal moment. I was at a conversation. I remember who I was sitting with. I don't say her name in the book, but I was sitting with one of my coworkers at lunch. And I was like, so what's like your long-term plan, like with the company here? This is when I was selling pharmaceuticals. And she's like, this job, if I could and she like put her hand on my wrist. She's like, if I can just be honest with you for a second, this is a cakewalk job and they pay you well and you can just coast through life. When you have kids, it's easy. I mean, it is, don't ever leave. You should be a lifer. And I was like, okay, yeah. And like I was 22 and I was like, yes, lifer. I'm going to be a lifer. I'm going to do this for life. And I remember being like so excited. I'm like, I have my life figured out. I'm going to like do this for life. And then like I got to the car and I was like, driving and I was like, lifer. And then I was like, oh, that is awful. I feel sick. Oh gosh, I feel sick. Do I have life for the rest of my what? That's like so mediocre. No, I can't do that. I like write that in the book. So I was like, man, I feel like I made for more. And like what's so crazy is like the next month, my coworker Sam, I know that thought. She's like, right? Say sick if that makes you feel sick. Like, let me just do this forever. I'm like, what? But Sam, my coworker, I was like, so I went out to lunch with him and I was like, so what's your long-term plan? He's like, oh, I'm going to blow out of here. He's like, come on, I want to like do big things in the world. I'm like, yes. Like I loved what he was saying. And so Sam and I thought very much alike, and it affirmed that like, okay, cool. I don't like totally belong here, and that's okay. It's okay to like be here for a temporary amount of time, but like I want to do bigger things in the world somehow. And I don't know what I'll do. Really not talented in anything, but one day I want to change the world. I don't know how I'll do it, but I could figure it out. Right. But Sam was like, hey, my wife sells these beauty products at night, like alongside her full-time job, and she's making money. And I'm like, sweet, I like money. Let me do that. Right. So I ended up signing up to sell skincare and makeup alongside her, and didn't do anything with it for the next 6 years because I realized you had to actually talk to people, which was like scary, like, oh, hi, do you want to try makeup? Like, I didn't even know how to do it. Like, that was so horrifying to me. So I did nothing with it until I was 29 years old. I had jumped a few corporate jobs, and I was in this job. I'll take that book off. Someone's like, where can I order it? I'm like, not yet. Give me a month. Okay. I got to get all the things done for it. But I'm very excited about it. But anyway, so I am selling pharmaceuticals. Then I go and get another job. I'm selling commercial real estate. Right. And then it's 2009 and the market crashes, and I go from making great money to making no money overnight. My eye keeps watering. So if it looks like I'm crying, I'm not crying. It just does that. So anyway, I think I'm going to, so then at 29, I'm like, you know what, dude, one day I want to have kids. I want to be home. I don't want to like work for someone. Like, I need to make a change, and it's going to be radical. And like, I want to live for 1 year like nobody does, so I can live for the rest of my life like nobody can. I love that saying, live for 1 year like nobody does, so you can live for the rest of your life like nobody can. I'm like, yes, I like that. Okay, that's cool, right? So to me, that meant I'm going to live with less this year. I'm going to like give up my job. I'm going to go all in with this network marketing thing. I'm going to be broke for a bit. I'm okay with that. I'm going to live on like oatmeal, and like I remember giving up cheese that year. I used salt because salt was like cheese but cheaper. So I used salt on eggs and oatmeal. I gave up coffee. I gave up getting my hair done. I gave up getting my nails done. And I wore one outfit for all of my appointments because I didn't have money for more outfits. So I called it a uniform. It was like the same dress I wore to every appointment. That's it. That's what I did. Seriously, ask my team. I wear the same outfit. I don't even care. I would do that today. It's so much easier. Just trying to do fashion, so much work. But I'd be like Steve Jobs, black shirt every day, but mine would be like pink with a unicorn on it. So anyway, so I started to do that. And then 6 months after doing that, I met a mentor. She kind of showed me the way. That was a pivotal part of the story, and it's in the book. But Maggie shows me the ropes. She shows me what to do. And so 6 months later, I go from not succeeding in this company to driving a free company car, leading a team of 50, having 300 customers. Then I taught my team how to do it, and we went on to become a top selling team in the nation. And I don't share that to impress you, but to impress upon you. I'm just a shy girl from humble beginnings who never thought I would amount to anything. But when I finally figured that out, it gave me confidence that like, wait, maybe I am good at something in the world, because I really had no skills. Really, I didn't. I didn't think I did. So anyway, as I was doing that, people were like, wait, you're an introvert and like you're succeeding in network marketing. How did you do that? Like, do you have like a training? And I'm like, and then the thing was, people in our company started to hear how I was succeeding and that I was an introvert. And so I started to get messages, emails, texts, like Facebook messages, like hundreds a day. Your team's crushing it. How are you doing it? How are you doing it? I was like, oh my gosh. So I started to make a YouTube channel just to help people. Cause like, that's my heart, is like, if I know something and it's working, I just want to share it with everybody. Like, for free. Like, I just want to tell you. So I made a YouTube channel in 2009. No, yes, maybe a few years after that, something like that. Okay. It was like 12 years ago, whatever that is. So anyway, I make a YouTube channel and start sharing my tips. Well, what happened from that YouTube channel, and this is the key to having a brand online and starting to show up online, doors and opportunities open. You never know what's going to open or how it's going to open, but doors and opportunity open. And I got a phone call from a CEO of a company. And he said, and I was like, did you say CEO? Like, what? Never talked to a CEO in my life. Like, really, I hadn't. Not even for the companies I work with. No CEO ever talked to me in my life. And he was like, our sales reps love you, and they would love for you to come out and be our keynote speaker for our convention. I'm like, oh, what? Like, I was like, whoa, so nervous and so excited. And he was like, let us know your fee. And I was like, fee? Oh, like you're going to pay me? Oh my gosh, right? And so he ended up, they sent me money to come speak. And And on one of the last phone calls I had with him, this is what changed my life forever. He said to me, "Hey, bring along your training program. You can sell it at the event." And in this moment, and I write about it in the book. This is just very funny. But I say in there, I'm so I'm so adamant about being professional on the call that I'm like, absolutely. Like I say that. And then I hang up the phone and I'm like, absolutely, Michelle. Like you don't have a training program, you idiot. Like I was so focused on being good on the call that I lied by accident. And I say that in the book. I'm like, and so I accidentally lied. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. This is a fixable lie. We can fix the lie. We will make a program. Right. So I literally, to save my face, I go and I create this program because I've told him I have a training program, but I do not. And I'm like, you know what? Training program, that would actually be good for me to have one. So I ended up making this training program. I brought it along to the event. I bought these for $1. I sold these for $17, which felt like I was completely overcharging and it felt rude. But I sold 100 of them. I made $1,700 on top of the thousands of dollars they paid me to come out to speak. And I determined at that moment that I was a living legend. At least I felt that way. I felt so cool, right? So then I came home and I had 300 left over because I bought 300 of them and I only sold 100. And then I had to figure out how to sell them online. So I first put them on a website. I was selling $34 a month. I thought it was so good. I was so excited. $34 a month in free money rolling in from strangers on the internet. I was so excited, right? And I was like, okay, that's awesome. But like, I don't know, maybe I could get more people somehow. How do we get more people to see it? I didn't know what to do, right? And I read a book called Traffic Secrets from Russell Brunson, which taught me there's 3 types of traffic. Traffic you earn is your social media followers showing up, going live like this, being like, hi, friends, right? And then like putting things up available. Oh, that link below me, by the way, is not even supposed to be there. I didn't even notice it. But that's it. Hey, if you want to work with me and book a call with my team, but I'm not part of the story yet where you would even think you could work with me because you're like, I don't know. You're still in the middle of the story where you're making $34 a month, lady. So you haven't convinced me of anything yet. But like I could show things on the screen, right? Like MichelleLovesYou.com. I'll show you this in a second. Either way. But I read traffic you earn. The traffic you own is your social media like email list. You get the followers, they get on your email list, right? And so I'm always, if you're like, wow, how do I get on your email list? I'm like, dude, hold on. Don't just get on my email list. I'm going to give you something awesome to get on my email list. So if you go to michellelovesyou.com/tools, it's going to share my favorite microphone, my favorite ring light, how this makes me, a 40-year-old woman, 40, almost 45-year-old woman, look younger. I love it, right? Plus my favorite microphone that I use when I'm filming, this little dude, when I'm filming on the fly. I give you, and this is my new favorite thing, you guys. And put it on that guide. You got to go get that guide. Drop your email. I'll email it to you. That, by you putting your email there, now we're friends forever. Because you might be just passing through right now and you're like, oh, she was kind of quirky, kind of fun, and maybe like her. I don't really know. But I got to go. I got to go pick up my kids at school. And now you've lost me and we'll never see each other again. But I want you to be on my email list so that I can send you emails and like let you know next time I'm going to be live, providing value that could help your business, right? So I'm a good person to follow if you're like, man, I want to make better videos. I want to start building brand online. I want to make money from it. I want to make an impact in the world. Like maybe I want to write a book. I want to launch a digital course. I'm your girl. Okay. That's the stuff that I do very well. If you want me to teach you how to bake a blueberry pie, not your girl. It's not going to be good. I mean, it could be a parody video, right? So anyway, so there's traffic you earn is your social media following. And then there's traffic you buy. And that's paying for ads like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. And I was like, oh, I don't buy ads. I don't know how to do that. Then I was like, I'll just Google it. So in January of 2019, I ran my first ad to my offer. My eye just waters incessantly. If you're like, are you crying? No, I just feel the need because there's more people that joined us. And you're like, why are you crying? I'm not. I'm happy. I literally will do this at the airport. Anytime. I don't know why it does it. I'm sure one of you knows. It's a clogged water duct. Someone told me. I'm like, I know, but I don't have time to like fix it. It's a heat compress, 15 minutes a day, 6 times a day. What? Who's got time for that? Nobody. Anyway, that's why it's still clogged. So traffic you buy. So I run my first ad January of 2019, run my first ad, and we spent $50. And I remember that day making $300. And I was like, you better work it, girl. I was so excited. CDs, I'm mailing them everywhere. I'm so excited, right? So then the next day I run $50 of ads and I make like $50. And I'm like, what happened to you? Why are you broken today? The next day I run $50 and I make like $60. I'm like, this is dumb. So then I like emailed Facebook. I'm like, I wanted to do what it did on the first day. I'm such a rookie. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? But I end up finding someone that knows how to run Facebook ads. And he's like, listen, I can totally help you. So he comes on board. I'm like, dude, I'll pay you as long as you pay for yourself. Like you run the ads, you must cover your fee and then make me money. And if you do that in month 1, you're hired forever. And that's what happened is he ran ads and he spent $40,000, but we made like, no, I think it's $30,000. We made like $60,000 in January. And I don't know about you, but I've never made $30,000 in 1 month. And when that happened, I was like, can we do that again, please? Do it like next month too. And so we did. And so that is what changed my life forever is starting to run paid ads in addition to also showing up on social media, right? So that started to grow. And that year I did just shy of $1 million in revenue selling my knowledge online, selling CDs. Plus I launched some other things for sale. I started working with an agency that was really expensive. They were $5,000 a month, but it was the best $5,000 a month I ever spent. And I said, if I learn all this from him, one day I'll teach it to other people and I'll do it for a little cheaper than $5,000 a month. So I do now. I actually have a year-long coaching program where I teach you how to do all the things I do, which is here. And it's not $5,000 a month. It's a fraction of the fee. And that's called 90-Day Difference. And that's a year-long coaching program where we teach you how to do all of this. But anyway, so that business has scaled and scaled and scaled, meaning it's grown and grown and grown every single year. 2019, it did $1 million. Next year, it did like I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, 1.3. Next year, it did $2 million. Next year, it did what's like 4 million. I think it did 4 million. This past year did 5 million. This year we're tracking 6 million. And I don't share those numbers to impress you, but to impress upon you, just a shy girl from humble beginnings who never thought I would amount to anything. But somehow I have figured out how to show up online, help people, give away as much value as possible, and sell digital products that help people, as well as selling books that help people. That's my newest book, you guys. I'm so excited. It's not out yet. Stay tuned, but that's the cover. Do you like it? Okay. I really obsessed over that cover. So today, I want to share with you how to, and I see you're dropping your email. That's so cool. If you go to michellelovesyou.com/tools, drop your email there. I'm going to send you the most amazing guide. I think it's like 20 pages. It's a 20-page guide of my favorite video equipment, including this new guy that you put on the back of your phone. And so you know how like you want to film from this camera because it's the better camera? This dude attaches here. There's a little holder for it. And you can see what this screen sees. So it's so magical. So if you're like, am I in the shot? You could see, right? It's called the Kingma. I think it's on page 16 of my guide. So go to michellelovesyou.com/tools and get this. Oh, I love it so much. I actually ordered 2. If you want, I can do a giveaway and give away one today. If anyone wants, say yes, do a giveaway, and I'll give one away at the end of this. Okay. All right. So I quickly was going to share with you guys how to start making. I know you want the words more sparkly. I know we've gone back and forth and said, can we make it more sparkly? But I could show you there's a lot of options, but they're not. It's just, you'll see there's so many designs they've sent us. If I showed you all, there's 160 designs. You have a competition going on, 99 designs for my book cover. That's how you get a really good book cover. You have people compete. So you pay $300 and everyone competes. And then you give them 5 stars, 4 stars, or 1 star if you don't like it. And then they keep coming back with better versions. But making it sparkly, it drowns out or it turns orange. So anyway, I've got 3 final people in there, but I keep saying, can you make it more sparkly? More sparkly. Okay. We'll do a giveaway at the end. Okay. By the way, thanks for donating to my daughter. She was so excited, Michelle. My daughter is doing a fundraiser for school. Michelle donated $10. And this morning we were walking to school. My daughter was like, oh, she's so excited. She's like, did anyone else donate? It's on my Facebook. So if you even send her $1, she's so excited because she's raised like $500 in her class. So she's like the legend in her classroom right now. So cute. Okay. So anyway. All right. So I'm going to show you Canva. I first am going to show you all of these templates I'm going to show you are inside of my Content Creator Club. So if you're not part of my Content Creator Club, this is when you're in the Content Creator Club, this is, it's my monthly membership. It's on sale this weekend, by the way, if you're not in it. So if you're like, I don't know if I want to join that, just join it this weekend and then cancel it if you hate it. But I don't think you'll hate it because it's very inexpensive. And I teach you kind of, some really cool things like how to build your landing page, how to capture emails, how I do shortcuts to save a ton of time, how to use StreamYard, like how I'm live right now, like how I do this, how to film and edit vertical videos in Instagram and in Filmora. I show you how to post on Facebook. And then we have monthly Q&A calls where I answer all your questions. And then we also have guest speakers that come on and teach on different topics. So many of these are some of our elite students. Some of them are just legends that I'm friends with. So we're always dropping in incredible training in there for you. Okay. But one of the benefits that you get for being part of the Content Creator Club, and if you're watching and you're like, dude, how do I join this Content Creator Club thing you're talking about? You go to michellelovesyou.com/content, which I'll put on the screen when I find it in about 1 second. There it is. Okay. But I want to show you one of the things you get is access to all of my Canva design templates, which if you're like, I hate designing from scratch, don't worry. We do it. We show you, we create them for you. So I'm going to open. Okay. This is the Canva template design suite. So inside, when you're in Content Creator Club, you get access to hundreds and hundreds of our professionally designed templates. Okay. And every month we drop new ones in there. So like anytime we make something that's really pretty, I don't want to just make something pretty just for me. I want to make something pretty for my friends, and you're my friends. So you get access to them. So whenever I'm like, oh man, that was such a pain to make. It took me forever. That was such an annoying project. Then I give it to my friends. Like this weekend, I'm working on a webinar and it's just like taking me forever and it's so much work. I will put it in here because you're my friends. And like, why would I just keep it for me when I can give it to my friends? Okay. So I wanted to show you some of the cool things that we have in here. I'm looking for the new ones. Oh, these are the new ones. Yeah. These are cool. Okay. These just dropped in this week. These are pretty, you guys, the carousel social media templates. So you can see all these templates that are in here. So if you're like, wait, how do I get all those templates? Just join Content Creator Club. It's monthly membership. If you want to be a savage, go and download them all, then cancel. That's a strategy. It's not. You could. We have no way to know you did that. It would be just fine. Anyway, so okay, let me show you this. So we're gonna click on this. I want to make sure you guys can still see. Do you see how pretty these are? Okay, these are so fun and so easy to make. But what you do is you're like, wow, that's super pretty. I'm going to put my face there. I'm going to change the words here. I'm going to change these out. And then I'm going to post it. Better yet, you can use ChatGPT to help you come up with what you're saying there, which is even more epic. Why is my screen not showing? Oh, can you see it? You can see it. Why did it just show it wasn't showing? Okay. Anyway, so you just click here when you're in here. It's very simple. So every month there's new designs popping in. If anyone's a part of it, let me know in the chat. Do you like it? Is it good? Okay, I just clicked on it. Hold on. It kicked me off to a new screen. Please hold. Got to tell StreamYard to go to that screen. Just remove. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. I just want to show you how easy these are to edit. It's so fun. Okay, here we go. Share. Love it. Okay. Ready? So you're going to come in here and you're going to use template for new design. So you come in here and sometimes these are something we found in the Canva template design suite and we just like started editing it ourselves, make it our own, right? So you'll come in here and you're going to start to edit these words, right? To whatever you want. So now what's so fun is once you're done creating these like this, like let's say, I kind of want to go to a different screen. Hold on a second. I'm going to maximize my screen just so that you guys can see my whole screen. It'll be a lot easier for me to jump. Because I just want to show you, if you're like, I don't know what I would come up with for content. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me show you this. So present, stop screen, present, share screen. Okay. Oh, Lori, you just joined yesterday. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, I'm going to share my entire screen just because I get a lot of ideas and I'm going to jump around and then I'm going to forget. Okay. So first of all, whoops. Okay. I'm just going to go here. No, I'm going to go right here. Okay. So we're going to go to ChatGPT, right? This is so fun. Okay. So someone in the chat that's watching, who do you help and what do you help them with? Because I want to do one, like an actual one. So let's go back. I want to see all the comments coming in. By the way, this is StreamYard in Content Creator Club, michellelovesyou.com/content. I show you how to use this so you can do things like, oh my gosh, Michelle, I love you. You do need this. This thing, oh my gosh. I should link it up while I'm talking to you guys. So I'll wait for someone to bring a content. Say hi, London. Hi, London. He said gaming. Hi, London. Okay, women with osteopenia. I used to sell a drug for osteoporosis. I don't know if I believe in that, but I did back in the day. Okay, let's do that one. So women with osteopenia. So let's go back to ChatGPT and say, I help women with osteopenia, means like mild bone loss before osteoporosis, right? I need to create 5 tips on how to prevent this. Make me 10 tips, right? And we'll just pick the best ones. So this is going to come up with this, okay? So we know strength training is important, right? Like muscle, like, jumping on a trampoline, all of that. So I'm going to copy this. And I might be like, dude, you wrote that way too professional. Write this in a 5th grade language. That's how I talk. I talk in a 5th grade language. Make it fun with emojis. I sometimes will go back and say that. Right. So it's going to say lift stuff. Right. Which I actually like that better than make sure to lift weights. Lift stuff, dude. Okay. So that's how I talk. But if you're more professional, you can just be like, put this in a more professional, collegiate type of, conversation. So you take that and then you come back over to the thing. Oh, that's not it. I'm creating lots of things right now, as you can tell. So the first page, we would change it to how to prevent bone, and then we'll change this to the word to loss. And then I'm gonna change my photo because it's gonna be you and not me. So I'm gonna pretend I'll just be a different lady. Pretend this is you. This is you. I just invented you into that. It's not really what you look like, but maybe. I don't know. Okay. How to prevent bone loss. Sometimes they're locked together. How to prevent bone loss let's do in 5 simple steps. Cool. And you might be like, man, I don't like how bright this looks. You could always tone it down if you wanted to, like transparency, like that. You can always just not have a photo of you. You can come into, I just think this is so fun to do. Like you could even just put like health, right? And instead you could just put like something like this back there. It's pretty nice, right? You can even change, this has a black over it. You could change it to the brown that's happening in the design. So sometimes it'll pull some of the colors in the design. So you could do that instead. And so that it matches. See how that matches a little bit better? Like these words match to this a little bit better versus the black. And you can obviously tone it down even more if you wanted to. It'll add more of that brown color. So now we have like, oh, that looks a little more cohesive. That's so cool, right? So how to prevent bone loss in 5 simple steps. And then you could just be like, that's silly. I don't want this piece here. And you just click on it and you hit delete. Or you hit ungroup first, or it's just being weird. It's just being slow. I just click delete. Okay, there we go. All right, so we copied the words from this thing. Lift stuff. Sweet. Come down. Ready? Instead of define your vision, we're going to say lift stuff. Cool. And then we're going to hit paste on, I copied those words already. Paste. Done. I'm going to get rid of this because I think it's ugly. Just drag it off the page. Or hit delete on it. Okay, so that's number 1. 1 is done. Some people are like, I don't have time to make carousels. I'm like, yes, you do. That's not true what you just said. Because I say it to myself, I'm like, I don't have time. I'm like, come, get it together, Michelle. Go hop on ChatGPT, copy, go back. Here we go. Step number 2, copy, paste. How long does that take me? That was 5 seconds. Eat your calcium. My computer's, I think it's because I'm using the backup mouse. It's acting dumb. Okay. Copy. Come back. Paste. Say, I could do that if you could do this. Move this down. Move it over. Okay. So we have 1 and 2 done. Right? I could show you how to do the next ones, but it's kind of the same thing. Let's pretend. I'll do 1 more. Copy, just for speed to see how fast I make it a game. I'm like, okay, how fast can I do this? Paste. Ooh, so fast. That was a good one. And then this one, soak up some sunshine. Now, obviously, you would read them. You would just be like, okay, let me just, if my mouse wasn't acting up, this would be easy. Okay. And then here, and then paste. Okay. Now pretend I have 5 of them. I'm not going to do all of them because that's like a waste of your time. And then move this down. Hold on. I'm going back to the Apple mouse. The Dell mouse is bad. The Apple mouse is now charged. There we go. Okay. Whoops. My screen just jumped on me. Come on. Okay. There we go. So now, okay, pretend those are the 5 that I need. Move this out of the way too. Whoops. There we go. Move that. So now we have this very cool carousel we can use on Instagram. Pretend there's 5, okay? I'll download them all. I'm going to do high quality. I'm going to hit download. And these are going to download. So then I'm going to have these beautiful graphics. I usually make the last graphic, by the way, like something about some next step, right? So I don't want to just give you like free training without like, hey, oh my gosh, if you want, I'll give you my favorite video equipment, right? Like get on my email list, right? I want to stay in contact with you forever. Or like a little bit about how I can help you. So like, hold on, let me go back. Hi, I'm Jennifer Delaney, right? And I help you to prevent bone loss so you can live your best life and have more energy than ever before, right? Comment, strong for my favorite exercises to do on a daily basis to avoid osteopenia. Okay. Sorry, my computer's jumping all over the place. It's being crazy. And then I come here to my download. And now I have this download in a folder right here. Here they are. Double click. I think I downloaded it like 7 times. All right. And so what you can see here is, let me just show it like as, I don't know. I want to show it like as boxes. Icon. Text. No, I don't know why it's looking weird. View as icons. Yeah, I like that view better. Okay. So see, that's my design. Now what's great about this, I just take these from here. Now it depends what kind of computer you have. I have a Mac and I have an iPhone. So I can take these and I can then hit file and I can hit share and I can send them back to my phone. So now I can upload them to Instagram easily. You probably could upload them to Instagram right from your computer at this point. So I'm going to hit airdrop and I'm going to send these over to I got to get off my Wi-Fi to do it. Oh no, it looks like it's still working. That's me, mommy's phone. I need to rename that. I named it when I was had like a baby. I'm a mommy. Okay. So it's sending to my phone now. And now I can use those to upload as a carousel for today. Best part, now that they're uploaded, I can save them in a folder in my phone. If you're in Content Creator Club, Cindy shows you how to keep those in a folder in Trello so that you can use them forever and ever and ever again, which is so cool. So that, in a month from now, you can do it again. So it may not be sending because I don't know. Or it may have already just sent and it's in my phone. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's asking me to accept it on this end. Now, if you don't have that, you can always email it to yourself. You could email it, right? You can share by clicking email. You can also text it to yourself. You can also put it in a Google folder and then get the app Google Drive on your phone and then open it so you've got it on your phone. So transferring of files and videos can be kind of annoying, but those are kind of the ways that I do it. So, okay, so that's one of the things that you can make. So do you love that? Was that helpful? Totally doable. Yes, that's awesome. Right. And it doesn't take that much time. Now, best part about that is if you're like, I don't want to have to take time to do that. I'm like, great. Could you teach that to someone? Absolutely. Did I just teach you how to do that? Yeah. Could we teach this to a 15-year-old? Absolutely. Right. So you could be like, give me a list of exercises. I'm spelling it totally wrong. Exercises for osteoporosis prevention, right? It's just give me a list of things people with osteopenia are worried about and search for answers on, right? And it just so many things, right? So this you could then say, okay, that's something that someone's worried about. Cool. Make me 10 tips on this, which doesn't even make sense what I'm asking there. It doesn't matter. It's so smart, right? So, hey, are you worried you might get osteoporosis? Don't worry. I've got some steps that you can take. There's an endless amount of carousels you could make just from doing this for imagine if you did this for 10 minutes. Then you copy all of this and you paste into a spreadsheet. You're like, hey, girl, can you make carousels from this? Just isn't that exciting, right? In addition to that, could this become a YouTube video? Yes. Could this become a reel, a 3-minute reel on Instagram? Yes. Could it become a post on social media? Yes. You know what I mean? Now, would I copy and paste it just like this? No, I might change it up because it sounds a little bit like it sounds a little bit like ChatGPT made it, but I could change it up a little bit and I'd be like, okay, guys, today, and I do this sometimes, right before I go live. I'm like, oh, what am I talking about? I put this in here and I come up with some tips. I'm like, okay, I'm giving you 10 tips today on osteoporosis. Let's talk about it. Okay, so tip number 1, dude, people are not moving enough. And it's not just walking, moving. It's not just running, moving. It's like lifting things, like heavy things, like 5-pound weights, 10-pound weights. The more that you can get weight bearing exercises and movement, the more you're going to force your bones to stay strong, because they're going to get little micro cracks, and then they're going to heal with the, I know this because I use osteoblast in the osteoclast. They will be rebuilding your bones. I mean, it's so imperative, right? So like, instead of you being like reading it like this, you just add in your little, your little weirdness to it. If you're weird, or if you're not, you just act professional. Some of the doctors that hire me, they're like, but I'm not really weird like you. I'm like, no, don't do what I do. Be you, because you're a doctor. But you could still be a weird doctor, because I follow some doctors that are weird and funny and quirky. So just your authentic self is what sells, right? So this can become so many pieces of content. So not just the one piece of content, not just carousels. That one piece of content can become your entire week of content, which is so super duper exciting. Okay. So I'm just going to go back and I'm going to show you, where am I going back to? I can't even think where I'm supposed to be. Over here. Okay. So again, back in Content Creator Club, if you're like, wait, no, I want to show you. Oh, you know what? After I click on it, it kicks me out. Wah. Don't worry. I'll go back. So all those templates, right? So under courses, you have all of the templates that you can click on. That's just one of them. That's like carousels, but there's templates for making reels covers. There's templates for making entire workbooks for your audience. Okay, content creator. Why is it not letting me search? All right, well, these are all my courses, you guys. Let's see. There's usually a search box. Oh, go to all products. Go up here, maybe. I have a lot of different things I've built. So, okay, here we go. So we type in templates. So that's just like one of the many things that you can create. Template. I think it's the word template. Here we go. Okay. So there's 3,000 people that have access to these templates. If you're one of them, let us know if you like them. Right. But you could see that's my behind the scenes look of it. But this is like actually what it looks like. So there's workbooks. Like if you are like, oh, I don't want to have to design a whole workbook from scratch for my upcoming launch. Boom. If you're like, oh, I need thumbnails for my YouTube videos. I see so many of our students they use this as their baseline. The balloon letters. I love that design. It's so pretty. Logos. If you don't want to make logos from scratch, Flowdesk landing pages. So it's so cool because you can literally, like, here's another fun one for Instagram reel covers. You can literally just click on this. And if you're like, oh, I kind of do want to have like cohesive reel covers for my brand, you can click on this. It opens up, and like I kept my photo in there just so you have ideas on how to create things, but you can plug your own photo in there. You can change up the words. You can change up the colors. If you're like, I hate pink, you just click on it. And instead of pink, this now becomes your copy. So you're not messing up a copy. If you start to edit this, it's your copy now. And if you mess it up, go click it again and you get a new fresh copy again. So if you're like, I like the color black only, you can literally change the colors as you're working here, which I think my computer is like thinking overtime. So it's not changing as I'm doing this. But all of this is completely changeable, right? So you can make some cool reel covers for you. So there's an endless amount of designs in there that you can use, which saves you tons and tons of time. So let me just hide that comment. So, yeah, I love it. Your browser tabs looks like I know I'm in the middle of like editing my book. I'm launching Social Media Superstar. That's going to be my baby steps course to teach you guys how to use Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And it's a 6-week course where we're going to have like Monday, I'm going to show you how to do something. And then by Thursday, you have to do it. And then we're going to have like a Q&A, and we're going to have a celebration of like, good, you did a post. Great job. Like it's going to be like the baby steps version, because I've heard from many of you would love if I like talked a little slower and then baby step walk you through, like, we're going to log into Facebook now. Okay. For today, here's what we're going to be working on. We're going to be working on making a Facebook post to generate more business. And we're going to make a story, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Right. So I'm going to literally teach you guys how to do that, which will be so fun. So I'm also working on that up there. And then my accountant's like, can you finish the form you have to fill out? I'm like, oh, that's so boring though. Why? I don't want to do that. Which is so funny. So, okay. So anyway, so for Canva, right? So that's one way to like save a ton of time on Canva. But I think that the biggest thing, right, on Canva, and what I love about it, right, is when you go to create a design, you can say, you know what, Canva, I want to make like a social media post, right? So you could come here and maybe you want to make a YouTube thumbnail. So you can always kind of tell it what you want it to make. Like you could say YouTube thumbnail, Instagram post, like it's all right there. And what's really fun about it, yeah, you can use my template design suite, or like Canva has some pretty epic templates too. So if you're like, okay, I need to come up with a theme for all of my YouTubes, like I want something really fun, you could come in here and be like, you know what? My YouTube thumbnail, I'm going to use this look. I like this, right? And you just might come in here and make some changes to it. So instead of dude's face, you might have photos of yourself that you've already pulled in here like we have. And you can click on these. Here you go. And you could just, instead of him, you put you in. That's right, boy. And then you're like, okay, I don't like this dark background. It's way too dark. You could change it to, you might, ooh, yes, right? And then you'd be like, oh, wait, this blue doesn't match that pink now. So now I got to do that color. And then this, I'm going to make this color not green because that looks weird, but I'm going to use maybe pink also. And then, right? So until you get it to match. I usually, like, what I do is I click on like these words, for example. It's fun because you can click on the word color. It's acting up on me. Okay, like click this one. I want to change the word color. Oh, here we go. Okay, so then click on this. See this dropper? I can say, you know what? I actually want you to take this pink or this purple from my headband and make it that color so that this color matches this, right? I could take great ideas and I could say, you know what? I want you to take this aqua color from my headband so that the whole thing kind of pulls in together, right? And then this bottom one, I want you to use the pink from right here so that like your design starts to look really cohesive. This blue doesn't really make sense, but maybe I use this aqua color. Ooh, that looks pretty. So it starts to look a little bit more cohesive. So I usually pull colors from me to make these kind of match, and then it looks really cool, right? But that could be how you make your thumbnail. So what's really fun about coming into Canva is that, and once you're done, let's say you like that, you're like, yes, this is the one I want to use. You hit share and you hit download, and you can literally download this design. And now you have this awesome YouTube thumbnail that you can use. And what we do when we come up, and we give you access to our thumbnails, but when we like it and we're like, you know what, that's a great one, which this one is not perfect. I would change some of the colors so it popped a little bit better. But you can, we call this our YouTube thumbnail. YouTube nail, just call it that. So that starts to save to my computer. But if I decide like, oh man, I really love how this looks, like this is what I want to use moving forward, which I don't love how this looks, but pretend we love it. Make this box go away. Go away, box. You're in my way. I think my computer is like, lady, you have way too many things open and I can't think anymore. I think that's literally what's happening right now. So, but anyway, I'm going to close some of these just because it's not thinking anymore. Go away, box. Okay. So then what we do is we just duplicate the page. So next time we might move me over here, move the words over here, and then we'll say, whatever the next title is, so that your brand kind of becomes cohesive on YouTube where each of the thumbnails looks similar. And so that's like what's so cool about using Canva is that it's one of those things you kind of have to come in here and play a little bit, right? Create a design. So let's say we want to make, like I do birthday invites all the time. You just type in kind of what you're looking for. You're like, okay, I want that. And then you'll come over to the side and you'll see some options and you pull in the one that you're like, oh, I really like this one, right? So if you're like, I like this one, you just change it to Sarah's birthday. You type in the date, that, RSVP, text the word, did it, and then you hit download. I literally have made birthday invites in all of like 3 minutes. I print them myself sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. So I send it to my local UPS store and I'm like, hey, can you print these on cardstock? Make me 20 copies. Just make them whatever size, whatever works. Cut them out, whatever. They make the most amazing invites for me in like half a second. And then I can pick them up that night. So like, that's what's so crazy is you can do all of that. So, and what's fun about this is you can play around. If you're like, I don't like that background, then just come into background here. And you can look up different backgrounds. So you could say balloons, for example. So you're just limited by your creativity. Like you could do anything. Now the problem is when you start switching out too much, it sometimes now colors don't look as good, right? So I sometimes also go into photos, and you can look up balloons, and you can see some different ideas, so you could pull something like this in. But the reason this isn't flowing anymore is this brown doesn't match something in the background. So to make this work again, you just have to remember whatever's in the background, just go grab the color. So like grab this red. So now this makes sense, right? And we got to move this a little bit, but so it's just important that if you're like, it doesn't look right, I'm like, because these colors have to pull from what's in the background. That's just the key thing. So find something that's in your image, make sure the words match that. And that's a pretty good general rule. When you're done, you just hit share and you hit download. And I think what's really easy about Canva is everything is movable. You can just like click on this and be like, I hate it, move it off, that deletes it. You can move it anywhere you want on the page. Very simple for editing. So, and I just think it's fun to pull different ones in until you're like, ooh, I like that one. You can move the whole thing around. This would obviously become like green to match. You can move this down. You can even make this background a little bit less transparent, so it's in the background a little bit more. So again, not an amazing design, but it's so cool because you can just come back into design. If you're like, I really messed it up, hold on, let me just start over. And then you just add as a new page. We do this all the time. We're like, okay, we're going to start fresh. Let's use this one. So it's so fun. So Canva is fantastic for designing. And we give you a lot of our designs that are already created inside of Content Creator Club, which is so cool. Trisha makes a good point. Trish says the free version is good. And that's how I started. I used the free version, but then I upgraded to the paid version because eventually you want to download high quality images, and the free version doesn't let you download high quality. So, okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a giveaway of this camera. So, this is amazing. I'm just going to try to show you guys how it works, but just comment, something you're excited about in your life or something you learned about today's training. I'm going to just show you how to link this up. You just, you come into your phone, you go into your settings, and you get on I think it's the Wi-Fi of you go to the Wi-Fi of this, which is PHO with a bunch of letters after it. And then it would try again because it didn't connect the first time. So you wait till it connects. Okay, it did it. And then you go into your Bluetooth. No, you don't do that. Now you go to your share screen. You push this share screen button and you hit the PHO with a bunch of numbers after it. Okay, I'm doing this as a giveaway, so just comment any sort of comment. You're being entered into the giveaway. So now it should be screen mirroring. Oh, unless it just died on me. Really? It's fine. It's only when you're live. I think I didn't charge it, so that might be. It's coming back on. Come on, you could do it. You could do it. It's still thinking. Okay, so let me go grab. I have an extra one. I bought an extra one for you guys. So I'm doing a giveaway. Someone's going to get this. So it's great because it comes with, see that little holder? There's a holder you snap on your phone. So you snap this black holder on, it's magnetic, and then this goes right onto it, onto your phone. This is dead. That's why it's not working. So you just have to charge it. I'm charging it now. But it's so amazing because then it sticks on the back of your phone. Now you can film yourself with this camera and you can see yourself. You can see what your phone sees, and you can film from the high quality camera. So you get higher quality videos, and it's the most amazing thing ever. And if you're like, where do I get the link to this? Go to michellelovesyou.com /tools. I'll drop it in the chat for you. This is my new favorite tool. I wasn't going to tell you guys about it until I loved it. And then I fell in love with it. And now I tell you about it. I test everything before I do any sort of video about it. It's called the Kingma, Kingma. Okay, ready? I'm picking a winner. Just so you know I'm not cheating. These are all the comments. This is in real time. Okay, I'm picking a random winner of all these people. Also, just share this out. If you have any friends, share it out. Okay, ready? Here we go. but I'm picking a winner right now. So I guess people wouldn't win after the fact. Okay, and the winner is, okay, I'm closing my eyes. You can enter a lot of times, but just lots of comments. Winner is, click, Denise. And it's a nice comment too. Okay, you just won the Kingma, my friend. Okay, so exciting. Congratulations to Denise. Denise, all you need to do, text me. See that number on the screen? 860-463-5843. Say, oh my gosh, I just won the Kingma. I'm so excited. Or whatever you want to say. And then I'll respond back. And then send me your address. So there's a number, 860-463-5843. You are the lucky recipient of this. For anyone else that wants it, you just go to michellelovesyou.com/tools. You drop your email, and then I'll send you, it's on like page 16, 17, 18. You'll see this. It's on a page by itself. And I talk about how much I love it. So that's my new favorite addition to my video tool equipment guide. All the video equipment that I love is really inexpensive because I don't believe you need to spend more when you can spend less. I like that saying from Payless Shoe Store, why spend more when you can spend less? So that's my whole business is operated on that. But all my videos I create from my phone, and that has built a pretty big business making videos from my phone. And I share that with you because you can literally learn how to make very simple videos from your phone. And if you're like, do you have a training on that? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Hold on. Let me show it to you. That is, where'd my link go? 5minutevideos.com. If you want to learn how to make awesome videos from your phone, actually don't use the Kingma in that training. I should add it in. But I make most of my videos from my phone and make them very quickly. And so 5-minute videos teaches you how to do that. And if any of you are interested in working with me, I have a year-long coaching program that teaches you how to build this out, how to create sales pages, how to build sales funnels, how to have upsells, and how to have confirmation pages, and how to scale your business with like a retreat or like a high-ticket thing. That's what I do. Like I do it pretty well. I'm really good at marketing, but I teach it on my Elite 90-Day Difference. So I teach you how to start building a brand, how to start creating content, how to start showing up, how to build your email list, how to set it up all correctly so you have a machine that keeps growing year after year after year, and then how to supercharge it by running ads. I teach that all inside this year-long coaching program. You get your own accountability coach. You get access to me every single Tuesday where you can ask me business questions. And there's hundreds and hundreds of amazing entrepreneurs in that group where you can ask, like, I mean, it's smartest people ever. They're like bookkeepers and lawyers and business owners. It is a whole family. We have it's literally the most amazing community ever. But if you're like, I kind of need to be around awesome women that are writing books, launching courses, selling more of their stuff, they have apps, they have this, it's all amazing entrepreneurs. Lots of women, probably 98% women, 2% male. But if you want more information on this, you can book a call with my team and they can hear about your business and see if your business is someone or something that we can help. I'm very big on like taking a call with you just to hear about your business first, and then sharing about the Elite program if it makes sense for your business, if we can help you grow it. So that's the deal. So it's so good to be here with everybody. I love you all so much. So stay tuned. I'm working on this behind the scenes. That's the new book. It's fully written. I think it's good. I hope you like it a lot. I can't wait to hear your feedback. I will need some advanced readers to give feedback on it. So stay tuned on that. I'll be emailing out about that. So make sure you're on my email list. And then Social Media Superstar, I'm also working on that. And that's going to be my kind of baby steps course on how to start showing up on social media to create a following, to help a ton of people, and to turn it into a profitable business. And it's going to be slow training of like, okay, now we're going to post on Facebook. Here's how we're going to do it. So it'll be very like slowed down. It'll give you a lot of really clear direction. So that's the next thing I'm working on for you. So I love you guys so much. Any quick questions that I could answer? I didn't really see any comments while I was talking because I was on a different screen. Thanks, Barbara. I'm so glad. So glad. Do I have an affiliate link to buy it? Yeah, Nona, if you go to that link I sent, it's my affiliate link. So if you go to michellelovesyou.com/tools and you click on that, that's my affiliate link for you to be able to grab this. And then Amazon sends me like, I don't know. Sometimes I get like $300 a month in free Amazon money. One time I got $700 a month in free Amazon money, which is so crazy. Are all your courses for all businesses, including network marketers? Yeah. When I first started training, right, my brand was helping network marketers, and it's kind of evolved over time where, yes, I help network marketers, and I do have a year-long coaching program for network marketers and a book for network marketers. So this is a separate year-long coaching called Big Breakthrough Academy, where I help you have your big breakthrough and become a six-figure earner. I show you how I did it, right? Give you the framework. And then this is my book for network marketers. But then over time, I've had a lot of entrepreneurs reach out to me and they're like, but how did you build this into $1 million brand? I want to learn how to do that because I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a this. So then I created 90 Day Difference. And then You Are a $1 Million Brand is the book that's going to go along with this. So I do have stuff for network marketers still, but I have a separate training for the entrepreneurs who want to build their $1 million brand, because I truly believe in the bottom of my heart, anybody who wants to build $1 million brand online can. And even if you're a network marketer, I built $1 million brand while still being a network marketer. That $1 million brand brought in more business to my network marketing business. So I kind of think they go hand in hand, if I'm being honest. That was a really big piece of my success. So that's such a great question. So absolutely. What do you build your website with? Who did you build it with? I make money not from my website, but from my sales funnels. I build my sales funnels in a program called ClickFunnels. And I talk about that in this new book, You Are a $1 Million Brand. So I know. I can't wait for you guys to read the book. I hope you like it. I tell some really crazy stories in there. One of them includes, I can't even tell you. You'll be like, oh my gosh, Michelle, that was not safe. I'm like, I know. You're going to read that chapter. And then the other chapter about the men that didn't speak English. Oh my gosh. There's funny stories weaved into like lessons. And I'm like, this happened for a reason. It's just really kind of funny. Is there Content Creators Live next week with you? Yeah. So if you're in Content Creator Club, go to the Facebook group, and at the top, it gives you the schedule of everything. I was live this week on Wednesday. It's the first Wednesday of every month. So yeah. And then we put the recording inside your membership area. I'm just going to Content Creator Club to make sure. There's a featured post right at the top. And yeah, it's got, yes, the schedule up here. Although it could be a little bit more clear. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let me see if there's another featured post. Yeah. I'll just make sure it's a little more clear. It should be in this featured post. It says like I hop on. No, it says the first Wednesday of every month, 11 a.m. right here. And it gives the link. So no, it's in here for you. So the featured post, Content Creator Club, Terry, that's a great question. Is it really 60 for the Kingma? Yeah, it might be 60. Yeah. But maybe there's a cheaper version, right? So unless you're saying that's cheap, I don't know, or if that might be expensive. I don't know. But either way, I was like, you know what? It's less than 100. I felt kind of excited. But I remember in the beginning, I used to be like, oh, I don't want to spend that much for that thing. So, good. I'm so glad you're going to join the Content Creator Club. It's great because there's so much activity in the Facebook group. There's 3,000 of you guys in there. So you're like, hey, can anyone review this? Hey, can you look at this? And like sometimes I see it and I'm like, oh my God, friend, I love it so much. I don't see every comment, but I try to respond as much as I can. So, which is so cool. Does that mean we're going to get your book? The book is coming out soon. I can't wait to let you guys know when it's ready. It's in editing, and I got to get the testimonials and then the back cover done. So, which is so fun. That's cheap. Okay, cool. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it'd be like a lot of money. And then I was like, wait, it's only that much money? So it's good. As long as you have it charged up. Hold on. I just charged it. I do want to show you guys, and then I'll go. I'm procrastinating. I'm supposed to be working on a webinar. And that's what I do is I procrastinate by going live. People are like, how'd you build a successful business? I'm like, every time I didn't want to do something else, I went live on video or I filmed a video for YouTube or I filmed a video for Instagram. So anytime I make a video, that's me procrastinating on something else I'm supposed to be working on. And somehow this is an effective model. Like this weekend, my accountant was like, hey, we really need you to get those documents done. I'm like, absolutely. So I'm like, it's a great weekend to go write my book and finish my book. So that's what I did. And I told him that on the call today. I was like, listen, I wrote a book instead of working for you guys, but I'm so proud of myself. So I am the best procrastinator. I'm a productive procrastinator. It's still dead. I got to charge it. Whatever. It's fine. You understand what it does. You put it on and then it works. I do publish it myself. My first book I published myself on Amazon. It's made about $70,000 to $80,000 in profit on Amazon. Then I learned how to put it into a free plus shipping book funnel. So I sell it at doitanywaygirl.com, my first book. That book funnel has made over $1 million in revenue. And that's the stuff that I teach in the 90 Day Difference. How do we not just write a book, but how do we make a book a massive lead magnet that changes lives, that allows you to impact people's lives, and then makes a massive income stream for you on autopilot? And so there's not just like a book of stories. It's a book of stories with a ton of strategy. And that's what I teach people to do. Don't just write a book to write a book. Write a book to lead people down the path, to be able to help them and impact their life. And so You Are a $1 Million Brand is going to do the same thing. So it's going to make a lot of money on Amazon. And then I'm going to put it in a book funnel, and then it's going to make a lot of money there. But more important than the money, it's going to change a lot of lives. And That's the goal, right? That women start believing bigger and like, yeah, dude, if you did that, I'm like, yeah, if I did it, read those stories. You're going to be like, wow, you really, you really did that. You didn't believe in yourself the whole time. I'm like, correct. Yeah, that's the whole story. And if I could do it, my friend, you could do it. So that's what's kind of fun about the book. So I'm a very productive procrastinator. That's the word. That's what I got to say. I'm totally. Yeah, I published it myself only because I didn't know how else to publish it. I don't know if that's a strategy, but it was very, very lucrative. People are like, I got paid $10,000 to write my book. I'm like, I got paid millions, so maybe you should have done it differently. So yeah, I just self-published it and probably did it wrong. Like when I launched it, I accidentally hit send before it was supposed to go live, and then I was like, oh shoot, it's supposed to be live in like 3 weeks, but it's live now. And I'm like, hey guys, like I think I went live and sent you guys an email. I'm like, sorry, my book was supposed to come out in 3 weeks, but now I accidentally published it. So if you want to go buy it, so then everyone went and bought it, and then it became a bestseller that day. And I'm like, why do people make such a big production about becoming a bestseller if you just send an email to your email list? It's just crazy. So, okay. Oh, be a reader for me. Okay, good. Yeah. The Kingma. Do you have the magnetic clip? Oh, there's a clip-on version. I have the magnetic clip. I don't know where it is because, I know where it is. It's in my backpack, but it's in that room. You just clips on, and then this is magnetic. So you put the clip on, and then it just stays like that, which is amazing. You can also just carry it around. So if your phone's in the distance, you can be like, dude, am I in the shot? And you can just look at yourself in the screen. I wanted to invent this a few years ago. Then somebody did, which I'm glad they did. So, no wonder I can't find the links to join Content Creator Live with you. Yeah, Terry, it's in the featured post. So just go to the Content Creator Facebook group. It's right in the featured post, and the link to the Zoom is right there for you. So you should see it right there. Oh, I love that you have that. Now I got to get You Are a $1 Million brand stickers. That's a lot of meeting. Like that's the only one. Last story, and then I'm going to go. The one person that read my book was my book editor. She's the one who read this book. I wrote it 2 years ago. I literally wrote it in 3 days, and then I forgot to finish like the last chapter. And then I put it on a shelf for 2 years, which is the silliest thing. So this weekend I took it out for 2 days and I finished it. So really the book took me 5 days to write with a 2-year pause in between. Don't do that. But anyway, it's a 5-day book, but 2 years to write it because I forgot about it. Anyway, but she's the only one who read it, and she read it in 2023 when I wrote it. And she then hired me and then she joined my community, and she's gotten so much business from my elite students because it's all high-level entrepreneurs. She's helped so many of them write books, right? Like an insane amount of business has come in. But the point being, the one person who read it was so inspired that she's like, okay, show me how to do all this. I want to do everything that you talked about in the book. And so I'm like, dude, this book needs to be out because it's like, it has a 1% 1% watched it and 1% converted and joined my elite program. So like, imagine if like more people read it, it probably would change even more lives. And it's been fun to watch it transform her life and the insane amount of business that she's gotten from it. So it's pretty magical. So, okay. I love you guys. How can I lead? Oh yeah, we need a merch line. You Are a $1 Million brand. We need a whole line of merch. We need to do it anyway, girl. And then the You Are a $1 Million brand merch line. Seriously. So, okay. Is it just for iPhones? I don't know. But just Google selfie screen for whatever phone you have. Selfie screen for Android. Selfie screen for iPhone. Whatever you have. And then it will pop up. That's how I search for it. Selfie screen, I think is what I called it. Okay. I think I may be able to use Canva now. Cool. Oh, Mary, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy. Yeah, you kind of have to play with it. Like everything I learn, I have to go in there and I'm confused. I'm like, I can't figure it out. And sometimes after 45 minutes, I just have to say, you know what? We're going to put this away for now. And then I like take a break. Then I'll come back and I'm like, oh, that's so silly. I didn't think to just move that text box. So it's pretty amazing. And also in the Content Creator Club, like there's people in there that are very good at design. So I see some of you guys working with one another. Even in my elite program, there's students who are like, can someone help me do this? And like, someone's like, yeah, I can do that. I can help you. So there's people helping one another. Like some of you hire each other. I mean, it's pretty magical. So Mary, welcome back to the program. I'm so glad, my friend. There is an Android version. Okay. So cool to hear that. Okay. Best community ever. Yes. Larry is a 2% male in the program. Larry and Jamie's another guy. Nick, there's several guys because I get your messages. But yeah, it's so cool. It's predominantly female. I think because my world is so pink. Like the guys are like, is this Is this okay for me to be? I'm like, it is. You're welcome. You are welcome. Just lots of chicks, a lot of girls. But Larry, you're amazing. So smart. My gosh. He runs like $1 million like cleaning business. And then he's like a top network marketing leader. And he's so well spoken. He's got an amazing family. He's a really cool guy. Okay. Hi, friend. I love you. All right. I love you guys. I'm now done procrastinating. Now I've got to go work on my webinar. It's a webinar I'm making for you guys. So I have to go finish it, start it and finish it. Okay. I love you. You were the bomb. Congratulations to our winner. Did you text me? I'm just checking really quick in the interest of procrastinating even longer. I have 33 missed messages. Denise. Denise was our winner. Hi, friend. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. She sent me that she has my book. I love you. Okay. I can't wait for you to have my second book. They can go next to each other. Okay. I'm going to send you this right now. I love you and you're pretty. You won the Kingma, right? Just confirming that. I think it was Denise. Okay. I love you. Bye, my friends. I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.